Hello, everybody. This is Teresa from Destination Mountaintop. And since we do have my surprise guest here, I'm going to play the intro and we will be right back. I do have the rights to this music. We're back. And as I said, I do have the rights to that music. I do have it in writing, and I will post it again for Facebook and for YouTube. If you try to give me a strike, I do have the rights, and I have submitted that once before. And so we are back in the studio. We are back. And I told you that this year we're coming with some new things and some new guests. And my first guest of the year, I'm going to let this handsome guy here, y'all saw all of his muscles. We're going to let him introduce himself because he does something that I used to watch every Monday and Wednesday with my kids as they grew up. And I was a loyal, avid fan of. So introduce yourself, darling.
Hello, everybody. My name is Stonewall Remson, and I'm a professional wrestler here in Arkansas and Texas.
And when you say professional wrestler, come on now. WWE, WWE, what? What you do? What you do?
So it's kind of like best way to explain. You have major leagues, minor leagues, and little things like that. So
Mm.
everybody, the WWF had to start somewhere. They just did just go to WWF or WWE at the time now. But so I go for different companies. My main one I work for is called King of Sports. We just actually had a show last night in Leonard, Texas. We have another show coming up in April 1st in Blue Ridge. We kind of do monthly, sometimes bi-weekly shows, and then also a place in Arkansas I go to that's just started called Gladiator Championship Wrestling. I did a show there 2 weeks ago in Van Buren. So there's different companies I work for that pay for me to come out there and do services. So I'm an independent. It's kind of like an independent contractor. I just go to whoever's hired me out to wrestle.
Do you ever come around Texarkana area and wrestle?
I wrestled in Texarkana last year actually.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. What? How did you end up? Take me from the beginning. I want you to start from the beginning and how you became a wrestler. Take me back, and then bring me
So
here.
funny thing, unlike most people who are professional wrestlers now, we'll actually find out that some people never watch wrestling. But I never watched wrestling until I was 12. A
Mm.
friend of mine that lived across the street from me, and he showed me this match one time, and this guy named Goldust, who I actually ended up getting trained by
Mm.
years later. It's funny. He had his match. It wasn't really much of a match, but he had his match against Roddy Piper, and they took a
I
scene.
remember Roddy Piper.
They took a scene from OJ's racing chase scene, and
Mm,
they're chasing each other on the highway, and it had a hardcore match. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen at 12 years old, and I was
yeah,
like, "This is crazy." But it
yeah.
had me interested, so I will every now and then they'll have watching. I will go over because on the summer mainly, and then one day about 2 years later, so I was about no, I was about 10 or 11 then. So 2 years later, I was 12, 13. The Rock was on. It was Sunday night. It
Yeah.
was a show called Sunday Night Heat. Never knew who The Rock was. Never heard of him. At this time, this is actually right after he left the corporation and he was back to be a good guy again. He cut this promo against this guy named Billy Gunn,
Yeah.
and it caught me my attention because it was the most ridiculous, funniest thing I've ever seen. I still remember because he comes out, he stands on top of the ring like he always does, catch up attention. I'm like, who's this guy with the shirt just hanging off, looking like a black Elvis?
Yes.
And everybody's going crazy. And then he talked about how Billy Gunn is one the king of the ring, and everybody's going to understand what you did the day of. And he went to his whole promo by saying, "Involve God," which made me laugh because he said, "We know you got down your knees, prayed to God, and saying, I just want King of the Ring, but nobody knows who I am. So they help. He said, The Rock says, and as soon as you said that, the roof came off the house, thunder shook, rain came down, pee rolled down your leg, and a voice you heard her voice say, Bob. And you're like, well, my name not Bob, my name is, and it doesn't matter what your name is. And the fact that he said this to this whole, I started laughing. And like, okay, I like this, and I started slowly watching it, and then eventually I was just raised by my dad. My mom left us when I was young, and my dad raised
Mm,
my brother. And they were never into wrestling, but that was like little small time. So he would let me stay up on Monday nights. And then when SmackDown happened, and I had to worry about staying up that late, but they would let me stay up to watch wrestling for those days to do it. And then when I was 13, I was like, I want to do this. And nobody was supportive of me wanting to do this at all. Like I had absolutely no support from family or anything like that. So I
at, at,
researched.
at, at 13.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
wait, stop right there.
Yes.
Okay. First of all of us, I don't care who you are, back when The Rock was wrestling, everybody that I know was into WWE wrestler. And on Monday and Wednesday night, just like basketball, you would sit in front of your TV watching these crazy people say it. That's fake. Arguing with people saying, no, it ain't fake. Look at that. That's real. No, that's fake. No, that's real. And watching them, and you had your good guys and your bad guys, and you chose your team who you like and who you didn't. But then here you are as a preteen, and you also are living in a house with your dad and without your mom, and you are wanting to choose something that you want to do with no support. How does that affect you? Um, how does that affect you? Does that affect you? Make you feel bad? Does it make you? Do you ever get to see your mom? How does that affect your self
I
esteem?
see my mom now. We're just not that close as she probably wants it to be, but I do talk to my mom, and when I go
Mm,
home to visit, I see her. But that's about it. And
mm,
as far as being effective, most of the time I've been an underdog for a lot of things. When I said I was going to join
mm,
the military, nobody thought I was going to make it, believed I was going to be able to go past boot camp. But nobody thought I was
mm,
going to last more than a couple of years. And I'm doing 10
mm.
years, I got hurt.
Look at that.
Nobody
Look at that.
Nobody believed about me being pro wrestling. Nobody believes anything, and all I do is just keep proving people wrong. I will
Mm.
say, emotionally, I am. I don't want to say I'm bitter, but I kind of have a. I use it to fuel me. Kind of, I like to me now. It's kind of I use like if somebody tells me I can't do something, it's kind of like okay,
You
I
gonna
love you.
prove that you can. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's it also makes it hard for me to actually fully accept where I'm at. So I guess it kind of helps push me because I don't want to just settle for something. So I feel like I want to keep pushing and pushing further. But
Mm.
I I'm just now recently coming around people that actually believe if I say I'm going to do something and do it, but it's it had to leave home and leave around other people and people who actually see with their own eyes from stuff that I do and accomplish. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm not one of those people that grew up in a house that everybody believed I could do this or supported me or have friends or that said he can do that. If I ever make it to WWE or movies and like that, like I would like to, my biography is gonna be different. It's not gonna be, this person said this because I'm gonna call them
You
out on that.
wasn't a Hallmark movie.
No, I
You
mean I guess Hallmark was this. I pretty much did it myself.
yeah.
I came to Texas with nothing, just to
Mm.
pursue my dream of wrestling. And I and then found my wife and kids, and now I'm doing this. And 1 year later, I getting looked at, and my views is out of from being nobody to now a lot of people know who I am, and starting to come from there.
Wow.
So,
So
but
that is awesome that um what do you feel what makes what is in you that makes you push yourself forward? What makes you what gives you that drive?
it's either I just do it if I don't. I don't know. I guess the fact that I just want to prove people wrong, and I never had people actually set up like, oh yeah, you can do this. The only thing that people ever supported me is was I was good at art. So
Yeah.
that's about it. And I said if it wasn't art or something that people thought I should be doing, that was doing that. So I guess what drives me is to prove people wrong. I'm
Mm,
I'm used to being the underdog, which is kind of funny, seeing how I'm 6 foot one and 275 pounds. But I have a drive. If I want to do something, nobody's gonna do it for me, and I understand
yeah,
that in life. And maybe I also got to accommodate to the Marine Corps because it helped me grow up and stay focused to what I have to do, even when
yeah,
I don't something I know I need to. I'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because it's easy for me to. I have to get up. If I wait till all day to try to go to gym in the afternoon like that, I'm not gonna be able to because of cooking for my kids or track meets, baseball, all these sporting events, wife. So I get up at 3 in the morning to go to gym at 4 to make sure I work out. I try to make sure I do my diet. I gotta do things I have to do. I have to make sacrifices. My family makes sacrifices because I don't care who you are. Everybody tries to say they want some balance. You can't have balance if you want to be successful. You have to have an imbalance. Things come in
yeah,
season. If you want balance, then you're not going to be successful in something you're trying to do. You can
yeah.
have balance and have a perfect life, but that means something's going to lack. If you want to drive for something, you're going to have to miss out on something else. So I have moments where actually
Mm.
coming in June, I'm going to take some time off so I can spend more time with my family. But then when it comes back up, I'm going to. They know I got to work out. They know I got to go. It just I'm dedicated and I know this is what I want. I have a plan and I got to go for it.
You know what? You just said something that was deep. Uh, People always say you have to have a balanced life, but in order to have success, you have to have imbalance because something's always going to lack.
I
Uh,
learned that the hard way. I tried my hardest to try to have to be a good husband, good dad. Still
yeah,
try to do that, and something was going to lack, and something's going great. So
you're right. But you're right. You're right. You're right. And people don't look at it from that perspective, but you're 100% right. Because even in a relationship, it's it's not 50-50. Somebody's always going to be given more than the other. You're right. Something's always going to lack. So we had to decide what's going to lack at what time. We had to decide what's going to lack. You're right. That's good. That's good. How did you meet your wife?
I'm a trainer. I'm
Mhm.
certified in powerlifting, boxing, and personal training. When I first moved to Texas, I had no money besides what I had savings, so I started. And it was during COVID season actually, so I couldn't get a job at the gym because everything was shut down at the time. So I started my own. I would travel to people and train them for a couple, for depending on the sessions, maybe $60 for an hour, 40 for 30 minutes, something like that. And
Mhm.
came across her and did it, and she never finished the workout. But when I first seen her, I was like, yeah, I
I
came.
like her.
Yeah, I had to in my mind that I was not here in Texas to meet anybody or have marriage or I'm actually been married twice, so it's my third
Mm,
marriage.
mm.
Uh, and I was pretty much done, and yeah, so obviously that was not in the plans of doing that.
Not at
I,
all. Mm.
and then that's how I became a stepfather. She had 4 kids and met them, and next thing I know, I'm married and we're all living together. It's been almost 3 years.
Wow, wow. Just something about the matter and sparks flew.
I met her literally the third week I was in Texas.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So literally when I just got here.
Wow. See, that is so look, see, and when it's right, it's just right. When it's right, it's just right. And you know it's right. And it comes together. And she understands you and you understand her.
We're getting there. It was kind
Look, we getting there. Okay.
of,
I
it's
wish
still
she was I wish she was here so I could talk to her. Yeah.
so she knew about it, but her father was they go pick her father from the hospital. He was in the hospital for a couple of days and now she would go get him.
Okay, okay.
But
We
he
will prayers
auditioned.
out for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prayers for his recovery and speedy continued recovery. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Um Okay. So now, is wrestling your full time gig, or or
Yes, I do wrestling full time. I have side hustles because it's something I always do. I always find a way to do something. So I
mm,
do graphics on the side for some people. Sometimes I still go train people on the side. But wrestling
mm,
time thing, that's how I make my money. That's how I go. I travel. Um, it's a little. I treat it like a business, and it's not even knocking nobody on the independent scene. That's what they call it. What we do, independent scene.
mm,
I don't treat myself like an indie wrestler. I treat myself as a professional wrestler. So I make sure I focus on my branding. I focus on my marketing. I don't worry about if I could do a cool flip or something or worry about the competition. I focus on who my character is. So I have my Remy Remson page where,
mm,
friends, family, stuff like that. But the page, you wrote me on Stonewall Remson most of the time is that character that you see, the post, the arrogant stuff like that. I promote all that on there because I'm separated from who I am.
mm,
And a lot of these guys just want to wrestle and they travel and I've seen people go 8 hours just for $40.
mm,
I am not doing that.
mm,
If I
mm.
go somewhere, I'm going to get paid my worth or not. So if I don't get paid my worth there, I just don't get paid.
Yeah,
And I'm starting to pick up more bookings that people are going to pay my worth because they see that I create a draw.
yeah, yeah,
Issue is you have guys out here that are in populated areas or well known because in a big city like Dallas, DFW, or San Antonio, and they're going around getting paid $40 accepting it or traveling 5 hours from Dallas to San Antonio for just $30 or $40. And if you have enough people that say, "Yeah, I'm just going to do it for that," that creates to say, "Well, why should I pay you that much?" So I wish more wrestlers were actually understanding their worth, seeing how I'm 36 years old and I'm in pain already from the military. And when I go out there and I toss myself around, I'm hurting. Like today's a rest day for a reason. Like I'm not doing anything today because I'm
yeah.
recovering. These kids that starting out, like I wish I could have started out in their 18s, 19, 20, 21s, early 20s. They recover quickly, but they don't understand half the stuff they're doing is going to catch up to them eventually.
It's gonna catch up. Yes, it does. It does. And
And
it is about um like you say, building your character, uh getting the audience with you, getting them to uh buy into your character and to support your character, and uh that way they come to see you specifically, like they come to see the Rocket and everybody else, they come to see you. That's what it's about,
yes,
I
ma'am.
think. Hmm.
So
And
I'm trying to do the best I can to get what I can because this is not a long life gig. But
yeah,
I wish a lot of these young cats who understand that they actually started focusing on making themselves bigger and focus on their worth. Wrestling would be a lot better than what it is now, and people will actually have more respect for it. Like
yeah,
I literally watched this match the other day on the internet, and I know they didn't get paid anything, but this guy literally power bombed somebody off a top rope through tables and a barbed wire light fixture for
uh,
$35. And
mm,
I'm I'm sorry, I'm not about to put that much risk on myself for $35 for a couple people.
no,
And nobody's
no,
gonna see that. WWE, AEW, Impact, they don't care how good you are in the ring. They may care. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, they want to make sure you're good at the work. But if you don't have a presence, if you don't have a following, it's kind of like music. Nobody's gonna put any money behind you if you don't have any of that.
yeah,
So me doing the way I'm going, I don't have officially anybody coming at me, but I have heard about certain people, my name's being called up, my name's being looked. I submit stuff. I know people are viewing my stuff when I submit it because I have unsolicited webs YouTube. So I post my matches on YouTube. I post them again on a unsolicited site that nobody else can view it unless I send you the link. So I send my
mm,
stuff to different companies, and I can tell they're viewing it or start a following and stuff like that. So I'm doing something right. My goal and my plan is I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm going to be on TV somewhere next year. It may be AEW, maybe WWE, hopefully in a year or
yeah,
so, or this
yeah,
other company called Impact. Maybe on YouTube with NWA. That's a big thing on YouTube. But I'm going to be somewhere next year. That's my goal. And
yeah,
everything
yeah,
I have a plan for, I always achieve it. It's one way or
yeah.
another.
And YouTube TV, and the is becoming a big thing, and the other thing, the other things on TV, on internet TV, they're becoming big things, and I do believe I was looking at your page and looking at your character, and I do believe that you are going to go somewhere. Your character you're developing is good because I believe that in wrestling you have to have uh, not only strength, agility, um, uh, uh, you have to have the ability to act too. You have to have charisma. You have to have the ability to act. You have to have uh, hell. You have to have an anointing to do that
So
thing.
you still gotta be lucky to make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So.
as I was saying, like I was lucky to get trained by Dustin Rhodes
Mm,
last year. I applied and got accepted to Rhodes Wrestling Academy. That's Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes, the stuff he was
yeah.
from. And one thing he used to say that stood out for me was, it's like you got three things. You got the ability to wrestle, character, presence, and ability to
Yeah.
talk. As
Yeah.
long as you have two of those three things, that's going to get you bigger. And
But
most of the time,
you,
as long as you can talk and you got a good presence, people, the wrestling won't really have to matter that much. I learned how to do less with more. When
but you got all three of those things.
I'm getting better with the wrestling part.
Mm,
I'm still only a year in, but I know I caught up to a lot of people and it
mm,
rubbed a lot of people wrong because of the fact that I caught up so quickly. But the main thing that helped was because of me learning and paying attention. But the man I was getting at, me having the presence, me talking, and my promo skills brought me on to caught people's more radar and attention. When I post little videos of me talking crap about people, it gets views, and then I'll post a clip of me hitting somebody. Combining the two of them is just what brings the intention of it.
yeah.
I can literally go out there, like if we talk about The Rock, same thing with Stone Cold. Stone Cold used to be a great worker before he got hurt.
Yeah.
But you think about The Rock and Stone Cold, they didn't do much when they was at the height of their stuff as far as wrestling moves.
They
They
talk.
talked a lot. They had a character, a presence. They worked the crowd
Yeah.
and had great matches by doing like the whole saying thing is less is more.
Yeah.
I see a lot of guys now here that do 1,000 moves, and I've seen it myself. I'll sit there and watch, and they're going at it, and it's very athletic. But then I'll look at the crowd, and I'm talking about in person. They're not paying attention. They're on their phone. They're getting up. They're walking away. I go out and do a match, and I literally do one slam, and it's happened multiple times. I'm not even bragging. I can show videos that everybody wants to show the proof. They'll be into it because I'm talking, because I'm usually a bad guy. I'm talking to the crowd, harassing. I'll do a few things, and then when I finally get that one slam at that one moment, everybody goes crazy, and then
Mm-hmm.
because I made it wait, I made it matter. If
Yeah.
I'm doing 100 slams, no other slam is going to matter,
Yeah.
but one slam is going to mean something more than anything else. And
Because you
I
built the
believe,
crowd up to anticipation for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had explained to a friend of mine named Darby. He finally got it. It was like they want to see you do more slams like that. With five, and I was feeding into it, but I started thinking about like I get a lot of noise when I do this one big move. And
Mm,
sometimes it's not even that big of a move. Like I do a sidewalk slam sometimes, or a suplex, or a tilt-a-whirl slam, is like one of my favorites. And I get a good reaction from that because I don't do anything bigger than that until that point. And I
mm,
kind of learned this from this guy named Shane Taylor, who told me about. And that's another. I listen to people and take everything they say.
yeah.
Wrestled a guy named Shane Taylor last year, like 5 months in. Horrible match on my side. Very
Mm,
bad match. Still learning, but he was like, he told me I knew how to do the moves. And here's the thing: you could train a monkey to do all the moves. It's not going to make a difference. It's how you act in the moments. And he
yes.
had a spot for me to make it because I was supposed to be a good guy against him. He had built a spot for me to make it really big. But me having the indie mindset, that's why I said there's a difference between indie wrestler and professional wrestler. I had the indie mindset. I was like, I gotta go move for move, and I ruined the whole spot that was going to happen. And because he built up one spot for me to do, and it made sense. And after the match, I was like, okay, I understand that. And then I slowly started perpetuating, and now that's what I do. Like I make that one big moment matter. If I have a moment, or I think about a story and what the moment is going to mean. If
Yeah.
the story is this, okay, what's the moment that's going to connect those stories? I don't really care about the moves. I don't really care about anything else. It's the finish and the crowd reaction. If I'm connected to the crowd, and sometimes trying to connect the crowd's going to say, "Yeah, hit him again, hit him again." I'm not going to do what the crowd tells me because they're just going to want to say that. But if I control it, then it means something. So like if you say me slam somebody and then me busy, you want me to do it again. If I don't do it again, you're gonna be waiting for that one more time to when I finally do it. But if I just give it right to you, it's not gonna mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that was a lot of information. So,
Uh, um, I think you're on the rise. I think you're going places. I think you are.
thank you.
I know you are. And the pictures that I see and the what I see on your page where the crowds are, I was going through trying to get the thing. I can't make the thing come on to see if people are asking questions. I was paying attention, but I was trying to get the thing to come to see if people ask questions so I could put it on for you, but I can't find it, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's me with my old self. So, but I was paying attention to you, but don't think I wasn't hearing you. I was just looking over there trying to find that little box and I can't find it. Back to this. Now, I think you're going places. I know you're going places because to me, you have everything. You got this thing, this story that you told. That's what drew me into you,
Oh,
with
that story I told, that storybook thing.
the story time. And I'm like, I'm looking. I'm like, who is this? What is he doing? Okay, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch this. This is a wrestler. And I said, oh my God. So I went on down the page, down, down, down. And I'm like, you are good. Why
Thank you.
would you? How we get a wrestler in the house? People don't, Stonewall, people don't follow their dreams.
No, no.
So many people do not follow their dreams. They wish they would have done, they um felt like they should have done, but you are living your dream full time. You are s- systematically working your dream and working your way to be there. Don't let the haters stop you.
Oh no, I don't. Trust me, that's the last thing I worry about.
Shine, keep shining, keep doing those super duper up plexus and the opity dopity dopes and the doopity dops. But like you say, the crowd is not looking for a bunch of that because they there for the theatrics.
Hmm.
They are there for the build up. They are there for me, it's the I want the show. I want the I want the stupid uh uh like you say, run back there in the dressing room and beat up somebody in the dressing room because their girlfriend is the uh, owner and she's run away with the money and some stupid stuff like that. Some stupid off plot that has
It's the
nothing to
drama.
do with wrestling at all.
It's the
Some
drama.
Yeah, just the drama, some plot, and just make it just totally wild and bring the crowd really into it. And then you go at one move where they act like they dead or something, and then it's continued to next week.
Exactly. I like looking to make it realistic as possible while
Yeah,
having fun.
yeah,
I don't believe me hitting you 1,000 times will mean anything. If I hit you 1,000 times, obviously I'm not that strong of a hitter.
yeah,
If I had to slam you that many times, obviously I'm not that strong to do anything. So
yeah, yeah,
why would I want to do this many times to do that? I'm supposed to be big. What's the
yeah,
point of me slamming you so many times
yeah,
and you keep nothing?
yeah.
Um, Also, I just love working with the crowd. One of my favorite moments was a couple weeks I went against this guy named Jace Olsey. Is
Mm,
actually if you see my cover photo on my Stonewall Remson page, or anybody can follow me on Stonewall Remson on Facebook or on Instagram and TikTok. Just one word, you can find me and Google me. I'm gonna come up. But I went out there, it's first time being there, so I asked, can I go out there and talk before the show starts? I had no microphone. If you had to give me the microphone, I don't even take it because I'm just loud enough to speak when I need to because of the military. and they didn't know who I was, and they were just listening. Next thing I know, I started getting booze, jeers, and I started talking back to them, getting like that. And this is like really before I ever had my match. It was during intermission. So I had my homeboy Darby, who's like he does a lot of things in Texarkana. He also get involved in wrestling, and he introduced me. So he introduced me all hype, and everybody was getting hype. Like, who is this guy coming out? And as soon as they saw me come out, all that like getting hype and happy, they say, "Oh man!" And they started booming. I was like, "Yep, I got y'all." I had the
Mm.
match, do what I had to do. They get into it. They started cheering him automatically. They didn't know who he was too, but they hated me so much they wanted to see him win. So every
Yeah.
time I got him down, I made sure I looked at the crowd. Did something, I did one thing to them and go to them and got them cheered. Fighting the crowd and going thing, getting there. Like now they feeding, they're following us. They just want to see me get beat up. When I had him hit me and I rolled down there, they're laughing and cheering. Like that's to me is important. Like I don't care
Yeah.
about looking cool or looking tough. My job is if I'm a bad guy, is make the good guy get cheered and people want to cheer for him and want to see me lose. If I'm a good guy, my job is to get sympathy and make more people want to get behind me.
Yeah.
And it's simplicity of things that people get lost on. And I got lucky to get trained by old school wrestlers like Dustin Rhodes. I got lucky to get people by Shane Taylor and come talk to me, and like all these other guys are veterans that actually take the time to reach out and see something to give me advice. I listen to them. One guy I listen to a lot, he's in Florida named Eddie Torres, Eddie Negron.
Uh,
He gives me a lot of advice. A lot of stuff I do is just because of advice. And I think that's something a lot of younger people don't do is take advice and don't realize.
yeah. And that's so yeah, the older wrestlers, they reaching out to you and talking to you.
I will meet a few of them and ask them questions, and they end up
Mm.
liking me. So if I have a question, I'll do that. Or if I send them a match, they'll tell me the critique or give me advice. Or sometimes they'll reach out to me and say, "Hey, I seen this. Why don't you try like that?" Or in a lot.
Wow,
And the
that is
thing is,
cool.
they love doing that because a lot of these young guys don't like asking advice or don't like hearing criticism. I don't mind criticism. I'm a
It
grown man.
makes you better. It makes you better.
Yeah,
That is so cool. That is so cool. And I think that when you reach out and ask them, I think that probably amazes them. Like,
yeah,
what? He's asking a question. He's asking for some help. That probably amazes them. And it also puts you in open up doors for you. It will open
well,
up
hopefully
doors.
one day. I don't try to ask for handouts, and the way this business is, nobody's going to really open the door unless they see value in you 100%. I mean, somebody
Yeah,
can really say like, "Yeah, I think he's good," and then I could bomb it. It hurts them.
yeah,
So I can understand why a lot of people. This is the thing I hate it, but I understand why it happens in wrestling where you praise somebody in public. I mean, in private, but don't say anything in public.
yeah.
I always hate that, but at the same time, I can understand that because their reputation or name means something. So they
But
may say good
if
things, see something like that, but they got to wait till I have that until they can say,
well,
yeah, or
okay, it's like I understand because I know this little old lady sitting over here in Ingham Courts. I know a lot of people. So I know younger people that I can introduce to people that can get them places. But I'm not going to introduce you to somebody when you're not willing to do the things that um, can improve you, that you're going to go somewhere and embarrass yourself and me too.
mhm,
So if you're not willing to do little things that can, and you're not showing me that you can do even little things like pull up your pants, close your mouth, learn how to talk. If you won't do those little things, I'm not going to send you somewhere to open up a door for you and you're going to get somewhere and embarrass yourself and embarrass me and no. Mm-mm.
exactly.
But
I know I'm in a good trajectory, but I know I'm also not there yet. But I'm going to
yeah,
get there.
but
It's just
you're different. You're different. You're different. You're the way you talk. the way you move, you can see the determination in you. You can see the excellence in you, the valor in you, and I commend you.
Thank you,
I
man.
commend you. Even if your dad and your, mom and your relatives, even if they did not support what you were doing, and sometimes, like you say, that people who you can do one or two things. You can sit around and feel sorry for yourself and say, nobody ever told me what nobody ever encouraged me. And so you sit back and you do nothing. Or you can take that energy and you can take it and use it and say, I'm gonna show everybody that what I can do. That negative thing when nobody ever um uh pushed me. Everybody told me what I couldn't do. Everybody said what I wasn't. I'm going to show everybody what I can do. And that's what you did.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm not going to be what you say I ain't. Watch me. Watch me. And that's what you did. That's what you did. And that's what you're doing. And the hand of God on your life said, look, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna open this door. I'm gonna open this door. I'm gonna open this door. Oh no, you're not gonna die here. Oh no, you're not gonna give up here. Oh no, I'm not gonna let you sit down here. Every time you thought you wanted to give up, and then God said, oh no, oh no. Every time you thought it was it, God said, come on, you gonna live. No, it's not over. And you kept going. Oh no, another door open. And you're gonna keep on opening up the doors for you because God's hand is all over your life. He got, God has some special children. I tell people, God has some children that are special to him. He got his favorites. And those favorites you don't mess with because those favorites are the ones that like you and me who've been through some things and it's like you may think we ain't nothing and he don't but don't try to do nothing to us because he gonna
100%.
he get he get you. Just leave us alone because he gonna you might not think he there. Tries he gonna that's mine. That's mine. Leave it alone. That's mine. So
Yes,
just
ma'am.
always in your mind. Every time every time you try to get down, think back on where you been and those impossible things. Think back on it and say to yourself, you know what? Miss Teresa was right. I could not have done. How in the hell did I do that? God's hand really was on my life. Wait a minute. I should not have walked out of that with my life. God's hand was really on my life. And so from now on, anything that you want to do, any impossible situation, anything that, anything, just say in your mind, oh, I got this.
Yes, ma'am.
And just work hard towards it and don't worry about no enemies because just say to yourself, God already setting it up. He already working it out. And those people who are trying look at them and say, all right, just smile because as they can get it can get all the way where it look like the knife gonna stick you in the belly and you gonna see him get swatted. Ugh. And you gonna be like, damn, he got swatted hard. Lord, I didn't know you was gonna hit him that hard. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. Can I help him? Can I pick him up? No, leave him right there. Oh Lord, you hit him hard. That's how you think about it. For
Yes, ma'am.
real.
I will do
Yo,
that.
his hand is over you. You one of the special children. You are. You one of the special children. You came on this show. Everybody come on for a reason. I told you that. Everybody I meet is for a reason. You are one of God's special children. You have an anointing over your life. You following your dream. Baby, you're touching children. You showing little black children. Not even just, I'm not even gonna say just little black children. You showing little white, black, yellow, red boys and girls that they can follow their dreams. It's little kids that's going to see this interview, that their moms are going to say, look at this interview. And they're going to hear you talking about when you were 12 years old and nobody believed in you, but you kept pushing. And how you end up being with Dusty Rose as a trainer. Come on now.
The
That's
opportunity.
that's not uh that is not a, if that ain't surreal, you think that was just, oh, this is just unlucky. Boy, please.
I just stay humble about things. So,
Don't make me come over there and slap you.
oh man,
Okay?
yes, ma'am.
Don't, oh yeah, I just met all these people just by coincidence, and oh, I'm just lucky, and oh yes, I just did it. Boy, don't make me come over there and slap you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Don't make me put the granny slap on you. Over there playing. Oh, I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. Yes, ma'am, I was just lucky. Boy, that's why I made you say the prayer. I knew it was a reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? Y'all, pray for him. Keep him covered in prayer. Keep him covered in prayer. I'm so proud of him, though. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you do. It just excited me as I shared what you did with my family, my friends, showed them your picture, showed them what you do. They got excited. They celebrated you. They celebrated you. I have a group of people that I'm surrounded by that are so positive, and they celebrate others. And you being a wrestler, they just got excited. What? They got excited. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. We honor you. And for you to be actually living your dream, I want to let you know it's not a small thing, it is a big thing, because people do not live their dreams, people do not live their passion. Keep walking your path. Keep walking your path. And yes, we're going to see you on TV. We're going to see you on Monday night, and you better call me and say,
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Teresa, I'm on the WWE. And
You'll
then
be the first.
when you get on the WWE, you better shout me out. This for Miss Teresa and TK. You shout me out. Miss Teresa, I'm in WWE some kind of way. You better do something. I'm sorry. You better shout me out.
I will. I will.
This is for Miss Teresa, because you, my friend, gonna be on the WWE on that Monday night thing. You gonna make the ticket. I believe it. I speak that into existence. Yes. Call those things as though they were. Call it for. I'm calling it for. And you working for it. I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be. We got so excited. We got, because you living it. You are living it. Now, how many years have you been wrestling professionally?
1 year and 1 month.
Wow, a whole year. A whole year. What did your wife say when you tell her, baby, I'm getting ready to rip for the
Well,
go?
I mean, that's why I came to Texas was to be to train for wrestling. Cause
Yeah.
Texas is the home of wrestling, and so when she met me, she knew what I was doing. I was training for, so not
Yeah.
really. It wasn't really a big discussion of this. It was already there, so it
What
wasn't
the
really.
what the babies think? Have they seen you wrestle?
Oh yeah, well my son loves it. He's with me almost not all shows, but for the most shows, he's always with me. He started signing autographs for himself because some of the kids be coming to him asking for autographs.
Get out of here. How old is he?
Oh, he's 10. He'll be 11 in July.
Oh my God. He just love it, don't he? Oh my God.
That's my little buddy. When I first met him, he was shy and quiet, and ever since I've been in his life for 3 years, he's been coming. He came out of the shell. He's football crazy, and just he tried to help. He's still clumsy. He's a boy. He forgets stuff, but he always wants to work hard because he sees me working hard. He's always trying to be honest about stuff. That's my he keeps me honest, and if I the days I feel like giving up is I don't because I know he's watching everything I do. So no matter
Oh my
what I
God.
do, I don't want him to be better.
Look at that. See? Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh wow. That is just beautiful. You done got your little mini me. And he just be tagging along. I'm coming. You get the door, he be right there before you get out. Where we going?
I know, like he couldn't come with me last night. I know it was sad, but he's gonna be with me another night. So like I said, not all the shows he can, but the shows I can bring him, he's right there. And
Yeah,
most of the
yeah.
guys in the locker room know who he is now.
Lord, Lord, Lord. That is so cool. That is so cool. Well, shout out to you, little man. Oh my God. That is so cool. That is so cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. My prayer is that this family just stay together, just stay together, and that God strengthen that unit more and strengthen you guys more. I pray that over your family, that God just makes you one even more in the name of Jesus. I pray that. Tell us anything else. That anything else coming up in the area where we can come see you soon?
Blue Ridge, Texas. If you're near the area of Texas, North Texas, East Texas, Blue Ridge, Texas, April 1st. After that, I will be in Prescott, Arkansas on April 8th. And then I'll be in Emory, Texas, April 15th. And then for April 30th, no, April 22nd, I apologize, I'll be in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Okay. Do me a favor and uh, send me a list, that list, and I'll post it.
Okay.
I will post it on in both my pages, and I'll post it on this video, uh, so that I tag it to this video so everybody know. And you have anything else you want us to know, darling?
And this, if I say, I always like to say, look, Google me. About
Mm,
Stonewall Remson. If you have TikTok, I'm on there. If you have Instagram, I'm on there. Facebook, where you found me at. And then the main promotion I mainly do most of my stuff for, that's like my home promotion. It's called King of Sports Wrestling. They have Instagram, a Twitter, and a Facebook as well. So if you guys want to follow them, you can follow the matches they have on their sites that has me on it, or you can follow me and share. But just more views, shares. If you guys reach out to me, I always will reach out and talk back. So don't be afraid to message me. And that's about it. I just want to keep doing what I do and have fun and hopefully I get more fans.
okay. That was a lot of stuff to follow you and share on. So if you can give me a list of that, I'll tag it.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
lot of TikTok, TikTok, da, 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 da.
Yeah, just make it simple. If you at Stonewall Remson, any social media site, you will find me.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Stonewall Remington, any social media site. Okay, Stonewall Remington at TikTok, Stonewall Remington at Facebook, Stonewall Remington at Twitter. Um, you will find him.
Yep.
Yeah, and it will pop up. Now, um, you said that you do training. Do you still
Personal
do
training. I don't
personal
do it much
training?
anymore. Only like with certain people, but yeah, I use
Okay,
it all the time.
okay. So you really don't have the time to take on that anymore.
No, not really. I
Okay,
help out with. I give advice or tips to some people sometimes, or if somebody asks me for a workout program or a diet plan, I'll just charge them a couple dollars and send it to them. But actually, hands-on personal training and continually tracking stuff like that, I don't do that anymore. No.
Okay. So, yeah, we can't. I can't get you with him get to be a personal trainer now to put his hands on your body, and plus he married, so you
No.
that's simply out the question. Doo-doo. Well, Stonewall, I just really thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming to be
I
on my
appreciate it.
virtual couch, and I just fell in love with you, and gonna make you one of my grandsons, and come over there and just slap some sense into your head. Oh yes, and
Yes, ma'am.
you better recognize from whom your help coming from.
I do every day,
Don't
ma'am.
make
Thank
don't make me come get you. Okay? Don't make me come get you. Alright. But I thank you. I thank you for being positive, the positive reaction when I reached out to you and accepting my invitation to be on the virtual couch. And I enjoyed you. And anytime you ever want to come back to the virtual couch, let me know. I'll open it up to you, let you come share whatever you want to share. And you guys, as always, faith, belief, for emotion. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye bye.
you. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye.